Oh boy, we're here. Like I said, we're gonna with bonus stream, just as a treat, as a treat, as a treat. Whew. I'm tired, as they say. So, Punch Drunk Chapter 4. What the heck? Where's Mario? In the bathtub, fully clothed, washing himself. Officially licensed 1990 Super Mario Brothers Combination Shampoo Bubble Bath Dispenser. Look it up yourself. Look it up. You tell me that is perfectly fine. Society will not regret this. Gonna wait a minute so everyone can show up. Oh boy. Chapter. Oof. Man, I forgot how nice this little jam was. Just relax. Put your legs up. It's Thursday. We'll get there. We'll get there. Man, I completely... Whoops. Completely misread that one. I was, I was just kind of relaxing, and I thought, stuff like, why would they reblock that? And it's like, no, it's different people. Sephi are just stupid as hell. It really does drive a man to think, doesn't it? Well, enough of that. I only have so many hours in a day. So, let's pick myself. I'm tired. You have no idea how tired I am. All things considered, I picking up more exercise is what they call it. More exercise is what they call it. Let's get to it. Let's delay no longer, other than my tripping tongue. We need a soundtrack. We're riding the metro again. We're on the metro again. We'll need something that's metro-y. Let's go with This Class Sucks. We had a cool fight scene, and now it's boring again. Now life is just sucky. Riding the metro again. I feel like $1,000,000 after yesterday. This was the first time I'd ever done something like that. Going out of my way to get into a fight. Sure, it wasn't my first grab, far from it, but usually they come to me. I feel invigorated. Happy? Yeah, I guess so. Great! Yeah, it's kind of bad, actually. Since I'm gonna get my kicks now, I'm gonna start picking random fights on the street. I'll be lucky if I'm not dead by the end of the year. But if it's gonna help me control my outbursts at school, do I really have another choice? And what if I end up getting fucked up? Am I just going to school looking chewed up and wrapped in bandages? That'll get people talking for sure. I gotta be careful. I can't let these people find out I'm like that. Well, worse than they already know about me. It'd be worse if the cops catch me doing shit like this. Should start wearing a mask or something. What, like a fucking superhero? I can get real. Not like I'm trying to go out and beat shit out of scumbags for justice. It just makes me feel better. Pulled out of my Natomo by heavy thought and the distinct darkening of the lights. Mr. Ferris? Nice. My gaze travels up to meet the big old lugs. He nods.
Good morning, Mr. D.
I return it with a genuine smirk. Smirk? Not even a smile, just gonna smirk at him this early in the morning. I love that it is very obvious that his fighting bullshit is just like no-go. No one is okay with this. You know, everyone's like, what the hell are you... You're doing what? Wow, I appreciate that I just started streaming and take a Kasuga Banu. Fuck. Fuck. Morning, Chief. How's it going? School up to code for ya? He smiles back.
So far, so good, but I'm taking it slow. I like to be very thorough, at the idea of a place of learning not being an ideal place to learn. You know, I appreciate our talks. Your perspective has really helped me understand the student body more.
I cock an eyebrow. Me? You sure? I'm not exactly the, ideal student. He chuckles.
Of course. I know you're rough and tumble sorts, but it helps to see all sides, D. St. Hammond should be able to cater to students of all walks of life.
He gently, he glances away as he swipes his finger along his mustache, pondering a question.
I do hate to be noisy, but... D? Is that your name, or is it short for something?
Well, someone was bound to ask eventually, but I like Ferris, I'll just tell him. It's short for Dorian. My mom was really into Greek history, and Dad went along with it to make her happy. But I prefer D, so just keep calling me that, okay?
He nods. Of course. Thank you for telling me, D. I appreciate it.
He glances away again.
And another thing, you're keyed into all the young folk lingo, right?
I can't help but, have a little chuckle. It escapes me. I guess I am. What's on your mind, Chief? He stares at me intently.
What does yeet mean? I've heard the term thrown around recently.
I cock an eyebrow, a wry smile tugging at my mouth. Yeet. Oh, it's, like throw something very hard. But you can also use it like, when you say yeah, real excited or something. It's 3 years old now, though. He hums quietly, peering at me with a cocked eyebrow of his own. Everyone's just penising their eyebrows around this place. It's all penises, all the way down.
Well, then.
Hold on. Mr. Ferris grills me about slang until the metro car finally comes to a stop. We say our goodbyes as we reach the entrance to the school, and I have to pee. I don't like waiting around in the hallways, and it's not like I keep anything in my hallway locker, so I just sit for the locker room and get changed into the clothes early, lounging around on the gym bleachers until class starts. Coach Solly catches my attention as he walks up.
Good morning, Private Folks. I need one favor from you, son.
I penis my eyebrow a little bit. Just throwing it out there. Sure, Coach Solly. He gestures his hand for me to follow when I oblige. Leads me to the equipment storage room and gestures at a bunch of roll-out mats.
We're gonna be doing a little bit of wrestling today, so help me fold these mats out and get them ready.
I'm going to lug one piece over my shoulder, grinning. Wrestling, huh? Sweet. You're splitting the boys and girls apart, of course. He nods, snorting.
Obviously. That would be a disaster otherwise.
Probably because there's way more, buff boys than there are buff girls. Like, in the intro sequence, we do see, there is a character that's definitely, the musculature female. But I imagine that the vast majority are just art students. You don't want Ben anywhere near Mia during this, is what I'm trying to say. Poor Ben.
But I assume you're only asking because of Mia. Don't worry, son, I won't force you to go anywhere near.
I've heard from people who actually have combat experience that, experience is more determining than anything else. Oh, you're a big guy? Well, she's been fighting for any amount of time and you haven't, she's gonna kick your ass. Oh no, but I'm a big... No, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Like, your first fight is always gonna be sloppy, because you're a little goober. You're just a little fresh-faced little guy. And even then, you know, the more you fight, the more you learn. There's a limit, of course, but difference in experience goes a long way. Which is really how you should be differentiating this. These are students, not, you know, athletes that are already at the peak of their physical limits. There's much more variety between, say, Ben, Inko, and Damien than there is between, I guess, Inko and Liz. It'd be even weirder if you do it with, like, preteens, because at that point it's like, listen, buddy, that hasn't even happened yet, for the most part. Also, they're fucking kids. They're all losers. It's whatever, boss. I'm in a real good mood today. I don't even think you could do so much as piss me off. I see him perk up at that.
Really? I'm glad to hear that. Well,
I flinch.
double time and get those mats rolled out yesterday, maggot.
I step to it, making sure they're all evenly spaced out. You know, I'm a little bit, got that interior decorating to me. I got that little bit of interior decorator. Also, I would like to point out, this is something that I'm going to just put my foot down on. In this setting, the way this guy has been talking, the difference between humans and dinosaurs is way more significant than the difference between boys and girls. To the extent that I think that you basically have a fucking flowchart. Which group do you go in? Follow the chart. Fun fact, according to world building, excluding handlers are as good as... If Anon went fishing with Rip, he caught a whatever the fuck. He caught a piss fish. He caught the piss fish. Good for him. I step to it, making sure they're evenly spaced out until the gym is ready. I prep for a morning of sweaty grappling. That sounds disgusting. Students have already begun filing in, and by the time I put the last mat down, the bell chimes out. We do our usual shoulder-to-shoulder lineup while Solly belts out our activities for the day. He files the ladies and the gents on the opposite sides of the gyms and pairs us off with partners. Naturally, I end up with Damien. He looks absolutely thrilled shitless, and while we chat a little while Solly's on the other end yelling orders at the others. Oh yeah, I love wrestling! I peered him curiously. You good at it? Yeah, like super good! I wrestle all the time with my little bro, and Solly's been having us do this here and there since freshman year. I don't know what a Sakamambara is, but I'll look it up. I'll give it a look-see. What the fuck is this fish? What happened to it? Why does it look like that? Why does it look so stupid? Oh, that's terrible. That's not very great. Poor guy. Poor guy. Sorry to hear, buddy. Woof. Oh yeah, I should turn on some actual tracks because we're dealing with the hard stuff. We're dealing with wrestling. I crack my neck back and forth, a grin creeping across my face. Oh, don't get too excited. You asked me to show me some... You asked me to show you some moves, remember? Infinite handcuffs. Well, I guess if we're going hard combat, why not? Fine, we'll do it your way. Oh, that's snazzy. That's snazzy. Any excitement he had slowly begins to wane as he absorbs my words, studying my face carefully. Oh, crap. I belt out a laugh, slapping him on the back. Hey, don't worry about it, buddy. I won't make it too bad. He cocks an eye. He penises his eyebrow, because everyone's just penising eyebrows around here. But he smiles nonetheless, recoiling a little from a slap. You seem in high spirits today, bro. I nod, peering off to the side. You know, I did a little bit of soul searching yesterday after school. He nods at you. That's deep, Deester. Suddenly, Coach Solly's voice rings out across the room. Okay, maggots! Step on your mats and get ready to tussle. All of you have been training for this day since freshman year. Now show me the results. Oh, there's a recommendation. Hold on. Bully? Really? We're going bully? We're going bully? He raises his whistle to his mouth as Damien and I post up in front of each other, crouching low. Good old Dario. Dario. Crouching low. Damn, this is the most intense I've ever seen this goofy guy. Sally waits for everyone to get ready and, Damien and I immediately shoot forward and slam into a clinch. Damn, this guy's strong. Damn dino strength. I have to batter away the intrusive thoughts of slamming an elbow into his face. As usually when I'm doing something like this, it's a dirty fight. I twist my foot and lurch my shoulder in, battering his arm aside to throw one in his armpit and hook it across his back. My other coming up and slamming against the back of his head and locking him into an underhook. I slip my foot behind and drive forward. He stomps the other foot back to keep himself up. Oh, right, he's not too bad. Okay, we'll try this the hard way. I try to trip him one more time and he expects it, stomp it down again. Yeah. I take advantage of the motion to slip behind him, swiftly moving my arms behind his midsection and locking my arms together with the fingers. He grunts, wrenching at my arms. I fall backwards, bringing him onto the ground behind me. My legs lock around his waist, and he's unsure what to do with his hands as I take my arms off his midsection and try to wrap an elbow around his neck. But he sees what I'm going for and interposes his own end in time to keep me from executing a full choke. I think your teacher would get mad if you actually try to choke him, though. Because that's like the limit of what danger is like. Even still, I keep his arm locked against his chest. Almost it is then. I take my free and start wrenching at the now locked joint roughly, causing him to grunt in pain. He wraps his other arm up, and under my assaulting arm, he wrenches it off of him with a heavy tug, freeing up his locked arm. This is... I don't care. You know, this would be a lot easier if I could just slug you one. I position my arms behind his back and unlock my legs, shoving him forward. He staggers to her feet, and I smoothly rise up, and suddenly we're circling each other on the mat, trying to get a read. He penises a grin. Different than an eyebrow, I guess. Yeah, I mean, ways of just spitting at Easter. Oh, fuck you, dinos. What is it with this story and just insisting on the dimorphisms? I can't imagine every dino's like that. We have little raptor boys like Sage. They're teeny, comparatively. I wave my fingers towards him with both hands. I grin at him, taunting him with the "come hither" motion. Come hither to my bed, fire, prince. He takes the bait with a laugh, and suddenly we're locked into another clutch. Sorry, my boy, I gotta do it to you. Sweeping my arm across his chest, I give him a pat-pat. I ball the collar of his gym shirt up in my fist and pull him close to my chest with a giant twist of my hip. I heave him over my shoulder and send his ass overhead onto the floor. The mat takes most of the impact, but he still hits the floor with a meaty thud, and judging from the breathless grunt that just escaped him, he got the wind knocked out of him regardless. Unfortunately, wrestling is a game of submission. I spare him no time as I hit the ground next to him, getting out the roses and the candles, slipping under his arm and immediately locking into an armbar, which I waste no time putting the pressure on. Damien struggles vainly for a few moments before I give one final hearty tug, and with a decidedly desperate grunt of pain, he starts tapping on my leg with his rear hand. I almost immediately go and let it roll off him. Standing up, I stare down at him as he looks up at me, breathing out. Holy crap, dude! You weren't kidding. Grinning, I reach down and I clap my hands onto his, helping him onto his feet and patting his shoulder as he works the stress out of his arm with a few shakes. No, it's not. Fighting's kind of my, hobby. My real art, if you will. He chuckles. I can tell, hombre. You're a scary guy. Glad you're my friend. That word again. The mere mention draws a wincer. How dare you call me your friend, buddy? You're not going to make it any easier. Infinite handcuffs is the start. Yeah, I had a feeling. I love the mental image of this guy going like, you can call me a friend because I gotta collect. You know, something bad might happen to you if you don't pay up. We can't be friends. Why can't we be friends? 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 Bum, 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 bum. Hold up. Okay. Frowning, he turns to face me fully. D, I'm not mad for you what you said yesterday, man. It was a poorly timed joke of my part, and you were clearly hella mad. I shake my head. Still shouldn't have done it. But if you ain't mad, I ain't gonna sweat it. I hold out my fist, smirking. Give me the extra credit. You need to fight this guy, Hugo from. Give me Nux, big man. You did all right, you know. If maybe you should come with me and collect some dues on the side. He grins widely, completing the bump. We turn and watch the rest of class, and I note that Mia's already beaten the poem part, and looks devastated on the ground. Poor gal. Wait, is that red cunt staring at me? Ah, she is. She must have known Damien and I's bout. I lock eyes with her, and why I expect to see a smug grin, I only see a contemplative scowl. What? Did thick as skinny could back up his shit-talking from yesterday? I shake my head at her. I turn to the others. Ain't worth my time. Hold on. We need an appropriate song for It's Class Time. Actually, can I find... Nah, we'll skip on the themes for now. Never really used to think about it that much, but I couldn't help but get a little excited after the Otacon started talking about our first project. Especially since Olivia seemed to be a beaming beacon of joy as she tried to flag him down before he could finish his first sentence. Really strange to see her so animated, like she was a completely living girl. The Otacon had some kind of staring contest? How to describe? Like they were speaking without words. I guess the Otacon won the battle because he just flicks the lights off and turns out the projector on the ceiling. Playing the class a decidedly morbid video about the production of specific kinds of paint. What the fuck? That shit just happens? Why is paint gotta be so metal like that? Olivia pouts in her seat as the video plays, clearly not taking her non-verbal loss well. Halfway point of the video, Otacon flicks the lights on and pauses it. And that, Mrs. Halford, is why we won't be using any more exotic materials for any projects. I can see why. Christ. Olivia glowers at him. He can become a potato, not a potat. He's just an innocent mashed potato. I remember him now, so vividly. My boy, mashed potato. He's just a little pupper. Hold up. I'm being disappointed. I'm being let down. I'm getting let down. Then I get up again, I guess? Oh well. The song is just swanky, okay? I'm swanking here! I still don't see the problem. Otacon tuts wagging his finger. You know the drill, Olivia. Proper safety handling courses first, and then we can use oil-based paints. But you know it's not until the second semester, so normal supplies will do. Patience is a virtue, young lady. Anyway, since we started the video, we may as well finish it. With another click, the lights go off again, and the video continues to play. Olivia sags in her seat, letting out a silent groan. She massages her throat gently, whipping out a metal can of tea and drinking from it. Nah, it's gotta be water. The Otacon might be chill, but he ain't that kind of chill. I can't get her reading this girl. Do I even want to? I mean, shit, I never known anyone like her. When you trip aside, not that it even mattered. Never think a girl like her would have such passion in those eyes. Which, looking at me ready to rip my throat out. Shit, I was staring, wasn't I? I go to grunt out an apology, but it catches in my throat. She promptly spins around and rolls away over to the Otacon's desk. Well, fuck. Didn't take her for a knock. The Otacon listens to her intently, and judging from the glare she shoots back at me, it ain't a polite conversation. Well, fuck, all I did was look at her. What, she's allowed to gawk at me while I'm getting the soda, but I can't get a brief little peek? The Otacon locks eyes with me and motions me to get up to his desk with a single figure. Well, man. I roll my eyes and stand up, shoving my hands in my pockets as I walk over to the incoming shitstorm. Yadakan's eyes flick between the both of us, and he speaks to a low mutter that's barely audible over the video. So what exactly is the issue? Olivia's telling me that you're making goofy faces at her. Olivia goes, no, I said he was staring at me throughout class. Yeah, I was. It's kind of hard to deny. It's weird, like he's never seen anyone like me. Can't you move him to a different seat? Oh, she really thought it was about the wheelchair shit. I don't look like an You are an asshole. Don't I look like an asshole? Because you are. Jerk. Yadakan shakes his head. Now hold a sec there, Olivia. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding. She rolls her head back, groaning out Yadakan's name in annoyance. Wow, she sure acts different around him. She fishes out a canteen again and drinks deeply from it as Yadakan continues. You've been giving a lot of leeway when I was giving about seat assignments, but asking for something like this? She gasps quietly as she finishes drinking, capping the canteen and holding it in her lap. She scowls, hunching over slightly. I just wanted to leave me alone. Another swig. Why did she cap it? She's just gonna fucking drink. You used to know a guy who snorted and drank paint thinner. One day he dropped dead as the lungs came out of both ends. One for each. Well, that's how it goes. There's not a lot of space to work with. There isn't a lot of space to work with. Damn, she's thirsty. Yadakan looks at me with an upturned brow. Well, do you enlighten us? What's on your mind? Doesn't look good to have disagreements between classmates this early in the year. I can only try. Listen, I don't know, Teach. I didn't realize there was a disagreement. He nods gently. Sure, but sometimes it's the little things where you don't realize that you don't. Sometimes it's the little things that you don't realize you do that have the biggest effect on people around you. Anything come to mind? I chew the inside of my mouth. I taste disgusting. I guess I'm not a dinosaur. What come a blank, shrugging again. Olivia still looks pissed. I grunt. Grass and anything can come up with my... I mean, I sit there next to her and I'm friends with some of her friends who happen to invite me to sit at the same lunch table she sits at. Am I not allowed to be a little bit curious? He was staring at me the entire time. He was staring at me the entire time and somehow emitting this weird music. Sounded like that Baka Mitai song from Japanfornia. But Olivia, it's not Friday in California. And then a cop comes in and tells us that it actually is. Just learned that apparently Pizza Cats, but it was dubbed. Had poor or incomplete translations. What the hell? History in my favorite form. Human fuck-ups. Listen, Yadakan absorbs information with a quiet hum before turning back to Olivia. Sounds like he just wants to know more about you, Olivia. She shoots me the side-eye, face crinkling ever so slightly like a Christmas present. I'm not really interested. He's distracted me from class, and I just want to watch the video without being gawked at. I lean back, my mouth twisting into a frown. Listen, I didn't mean to gawk, Olivia. I'm sorry. Yadakan tilts his head. Does this resolve the issue, Olivia? She crosses her arms and tilts away from me, pouting. No, I don't want somebody in this class. She uncaps the canteen again and upturns it and finds nothing. It's empty. She answers over in a quiet growl, but Yadakan just thumbs at the door. Olivia, you can fill that up if you want. She hesitates, but he does a little sweeping motion towards her with his fingers. You won't be missing anything, I'm sure. You have this entire video memorized. She glares back at me as she whizzes away out to the nearest water fountain. When she's out of earshot, Yadakan sighs and leans back in his chair, hands behind his head. All right, Dee. I told you yesterday about the whole clearing the air thing. Now she's in a mood because you were ogling her like a weirdo. Here I thought you two could get along after she gave you that sketch she made. Truthfully, I'm impressed, but here we are. What's going on, big guy? I throw my hands up in exasperation. Listen, I said I'm sorry. Look, boss, I'm gonna be real with you. My man ain't exactly been so hot these past couple of days. He penises an eyebrow, urging me to continue. Look, You probably seen my file, yeah? Not slowly. You can tell I ain't good at this social crap. Suddenly I got people like Damien, fuck, frickin' Payne, and gang pressing me into his group, which Olivia happens to be in. I'm trying to be cool. I don't, I grunt, frustrated, but I managed to push it out. I'm trying, okay? I don't know how the hell to handle this friend crap. He hums. Oh, it's nothing personal, D. Olivia's reticent, especially when it comes to change. If you serve with her at lunch, I can see why she'd be wary of you. And it's not because of, you. She seems to love you, though. He penises an eyebrow again. Listen, his eyebrow has been penised this entire fucking time. They do not stop. There's more penises in here than a goddamn gay porn. And what's that mean? I gesture at him broadly instead of specifically. I gesture a broad series of topics instead of being too specific about things. Listen, I've seen her speak more to you than I have at any other time I've seen her. Just in this class. Does that have something to do with the getting? She got throat problems? It's mostly because she doesn't really talk much at all, unfortunately. Stop using a muscle and it gets strained when you use it. She just, trusts me. I've known her since she was a freshman. She gravitated towards art, particularly my teaching style, and I just took her under my wing, I suppose. She's friends with Damien, right? Doesn't look like she... It seems like she doesn't even say anything to him, and she lives with a freaking guy. Poor kid. I hope he's doing all right. Oh, he's Peachy Kimball. She's just so distant. It makes weird rumors I keep hearing about are more interesting, even when I know. No, I really shouldn't care. Yarika suddenly lunges forward. I heard you gossiping with Ben yesterday. What was that about? Is this about that? I guess, yeah. I haven't spoken to him again, but he sure seemed to have some kind of beef with her. To be frank, I don't care. He nods back, moving to speak, but I continue. And then there's what Liz told me. He penises an eyebrow. His eyebrow has just been penised this entire fucking time. This is like the expression of this fucking thing. It's like everyone cocks their eyebrow at everything. I get it, okay? But like there are so many other ways to communicate that the problem I have with so many fic writers is they are so educated by television that there are shorthands to emotional expression instead of writing shorthand. They are descriptive about the physical nature of reality instead of the emotive, substantive nature of reality. And fuck, it manifests as everything getting penised. If this keeps happening, I'm just gonna start calling it that. Every single time I see this shit, they're not stage directions, they're penising eyebrows. Because that's what it sounds like. You're semantically satiating your shit, man. Don't do that. Ever. My semantics, they're all satiated. How am I supposed to enjoy writing if all I'm thinking about is that you keep writing about dicks? I know of her. What's the matter? I shake my head. No, maybe, listen, I don't know. She just said something weird about it, and that I shouldn't get invested in becoming Olivia's friend. It's frustrating me, you know. I guess that's why I was looking at her so... Like I said, my bad. He rubs his temples. Oh boy, this is worse than I thought. I penis my eyebrow back at him, prompting the gay pornography to start. So, you have met 3 other people that know Olivia, other than me, of course. Of those 3, only one thinks highly of her, and 2 others are trying to rope you into drama the minute she comes to conversation. It's no wonder you're confused. I'm in contemplation. That's what's happening, basically. Hadn't thought of it like that. He shakes his head. I can't blame you. You shouldn't be involved in anything this stupid. High schoolers. I guess it's better than getting into a brawl over it. Yadakan snorts to himself, leaning back and collecting his thoughts. Okay, I have an important question for you then. Do you really want to be Olivia's friend? I almost say no, but I stop myself. I look awkwardly around for a brief moment, before shrugging in exasperation. I guess? He then penises a judging eyebrow. Twitch, twitch, jiggle, jiggle. Are you sure? Or is this just curiosity about her? Oh, he seems dead serious. That eyebrow's just throbbing. I stare back at him intently. Then yes, I'm sure. I want to be friends. Like I said, I'm not just trying to screw this up. This is my last I cut myself off as Olivia reels back in, right up to the desk, staring into the Otacon with a deadpan expression. Back, have you changed his desk yet? The Otacon glances at me expectantly. I turn to Olivia, hands in my pockets. Hey, sorry about wigging you out during class, okay? I try not to do it anymore. She does not penis an eyebrow, 'cause she's a woman. Women don't have eyebrows to penis. They can only narrow the eyes, you see. Her eyes flit to Iadicon, who gives me that same expectant glare. She looks back at me, relaxing slightly. Sure, I mean, thanks. You're welcome. Shit. I snort, causing her to glare at me for a brief moment. She quickly calms down. But no, really, I don't want to get distracted. Iadicon drums his fingers along the desk. Come on now, Olivia. The least you can do is give it another shot. You never know. She hums. I really don't... I get it. He's like friends with Damien, but I don't really... not in this class. Oh, and another thing, D, turn off your music emitter. I don't want to hear Oath of the Demon unless you're fighting that Japanese guy with zero social skills with a slot car addiction. Okay, listen, Kiryu, I just gotta ask you, why are you in high school? And then he doesn't talk Japanese, but luckily there's a translated text box. And Kiryu is in high school because it's another one of those goofy side quests where apparently he doesn't have a valid GED as far as America is concerned. So there's just this fucking grown man in high school. Oh. Actually, him getting involved in some teenager's love life in the most awkward of ways is exactly what that fucking game would do, isn't it? Why are we asking Kiryu for advice? Well, I just get the feeling that he would unlock some cool new powers if we involved him a little more. Listen, I don't want him to get more cool powers. He already beat my ass with the repertoire he's already got. If he gets any stronger, I don't got a chance. I mean, I think he invested like a couple of million yen in that last Hellfire upgrade, so maybe you should invest in businesses. I'm not old enough to invest in a business, Damien. What the fuck? I'm not supposed to get the money. I can't beat up random street thugs. I can only beat up hobos. Oh, come on. We both fade me, which we got that going for us, right? I just want to try this friend thing out. She stops and raises... Oh, now we raise eyebrows? Because she's a woman, right? She doesn't have a penis to cock it with. Ugh. 3 to 4 times. But then she prompts to look back at Iadicon pleadingly, and he just smiles gently in return. Olivia, I do think he'd make a good friend for you. She stiffens, shocked. Shocked, I say. She never saw it coming. You see that my mind is... Dang. Like, I really do like that. Like the way these characters meet is that Olivia is just like, I'm gonna take my relationship advice from my teacher. I'm simply... What? There goes the wall. Start crumbling. You have no social skills. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He continues gesturing. I simply think you should give D a chance. The gaps in the... What are you talking about? You're a fucking clueless moron. Why are you talking about walls? You're a fighter. Shouldn't you talk in fighting terms? You know, like her posture slouches or something. I don't fucking know. Don't just copy the text verbatim where it's obviously Inko being Inko. You both are quite similar at heart, even though your methods are very different. Perhaps you'll find some compromise behind cynicism and even you, if you both work together. Finally, the walls are gone. It always felt so weird to me that Iadicon can just cast a little spell and she's fine. Sometimes you learn about true love to fix Sometimes to learn about true love or fix relationships, you need a 6'9" Japanese guy built like a brick shithouse or a PS2 character, beating the literal life savings out of you. God damn it. Why did I have to run into Kiryu the exact day I carry my entire life savings in my wallet? Yeah, man, I thought the same thing. Does he know? I don't know, man. But I'll never make my car payments like this. Ugh. Well, I don't know. Are you for real here, Mr. Yatakan? He knows. I am. He's actually in another class of mine. He eyes me candidly. I can tell he's got a passion in him somewhere, just like you with a brush. It might not be with said brush, or even a camera, but there's something burning in him that needs to be harnessed. It's called heat mode. I expect great things from him. A strange feeling tugs at my heart as he says that. I side-eye him with a mildly shocked expression. Does he really think that? Olivia sinks into her chair gently. Meanwhile, I'm getting back to penising the eyebrows. Teacher-student relationship goal. Okay, sorry, I just really... She buttons up with a shocked expression. Shocked expression? Jesus Christ. The writing is falling apart a little bit. The first chapter had a... The true Mr. Shakedown was the protagonist that's along the way. Ugh. Mr. Shakedown, no. It's just my opinion. You can make your own choices, Olivia. She nods in rapid succession. Yatakan glances up. Ooh, movie's about to end. Get back to your seat, you two. He glances at us both. We good here? Olivia side-eyes me again but nods, and I elect to say it. Yup. All right. He waves us off, and Olivia returns to a spot. Hang back for a brief moment. Thanks, Mr. Yatakan. For what? I just gave my opinion, and I'm serious. It's up to the two of you if you want to be friends. Don't screw it up. Heading out for groceries. I'm fine, Como, but Zyla's big sad. If you haven't seen it yet. But I'm fine. What a great time for the music to kick in. I just got game wiggles at most. And I'm a little tired because I did a big 2-hour walk today. And some other stuff. I'm just a little bit, you know. My little feeties, you know. Ah. Waves me up and stands up to get the lights, and I hustle back to my desk and sit. I stare absent-mindedly at the screen. Only an opinion, huh? Sure seems like a lot more than an opinion. Shit. I can tell he's got a passion in him. Nobody has ever said that about me before, ever. She's got that same passion for art. I'm only more curious about it. Speaking of which, now that she's the one ogling me in class, thinking I can't see her. Oh, how the tables have turned. She's trying to get a read on me from my face alone. Too bad I got a good poker face, because she just seems confused and shaken up. I saw her jaw waver a couple of times, almost about to say something, but stops at the last second. Sounded like I put in the timeout corner, because I deserve to be put in the fucking timeout corner. They had some timing out to do with all the lies they were telling me about how they were doing. She's thinking about what Yatakan said, too. Suddenly the lights flick back on and I reel back groaning. God damn it. Yatakan's voice cuts through the brightness. Normally in your first week we'd be doing something simple like a scholar swatch wheel. But I think you could all handle something more advanced. Olivia perks up at the word advanced. There I go. Completely forgotten about it in her mind. Yatakan pulls up a fat stack of papers for us to gander at, gesticulating to them theatrically with his other hand. First things first, I'd like you all to fill out these topic sheets, so that I know you understand how to safely handle oil-based paints. The last thing we need is another burnt-down classroom. Look, no wonder Mr. Ferris is auditing this place. Mr. Yatakan continues. And once you're done with them, bring them to my desk so I can review them. I'll hand the permission slips over once I'm confident none of you will burn or poison yourselves to death. The papers get passed back and I scan the sheet. Shit, I don't know any of these questions. I was up there yapping the whole time while the video was on. Great. Become my own worst nightmare. I can't even guess at any of this because it's all dino-related shit. I don't have a fucking 3-inch snout, and who cares what grade mask I do? I guess Yatakan get peering at me, but when he sees me seeing him seeing me, glances to my side. I follow his gaze. Oh yeah, Olivia. She's blazing through that seat like nobody's business. I mean, Anakin wasn't kidding. She knows this video by heart. Fuck it, it's cheating time. Hey, Olive, she jerks her head to me, sneering. Oh, what now? What is it? What time is it? Are we in 2025? I'm not gonna let you draw me. I stare at her with narrow eyes and just lift my page up, gesturing at my unanswered questions. She groans, looking at Anakin pleadingly. Do what you count as for the win and gonna do thumbs up? She leans forward, gripping her head with both of her hands. Why are my lips so dry? Fine. Here. She holds the sheet out and I gingerly take it, giving Anakin the side eye. She's really gonna let me cheat. He's got a sleeping mask and he's lounging on his desk. Aw, shit, really? Or did I swap the bottles? Well, fuck either way. Shit. This fucking guy. I shrug, scribing the words from Olivia's sheet and trying to make it obvious I didn't copy her words verbatim. Some people are already bringing the shit up to Anakin's desk, but he's checked the fuck out. I feel you, brother. I finished my ill deed and passed the Gator Girl paperwork. Appreciate it, Liv. She takes it back with a grunt. Whatever. She finishes the last few questions she had and wheels the page back up to the desk. The rest is thankfully easy. I know what a flashpoint is because I pointed a couple of things down. I get up and deliver my sheet to the desk, and the Anakin tilts his mask up with one finger. Upon seeing me, he gestures to a stack of slips. Excellent. Here's your permission slip. Snort. Oh, you're never gonna look at it? D, you know that most of the things don't even apply to you. Aren't you plan on drinking some of the paint? I chuckle, putting my paper down and swapping it with one of the slips. After that video? Oh, fuck no. Going to test your QTE skills. Yeah, those are very often involved in avoiding disaster. After that video, fuck no. They stiffen. Oops, I let one slip. He gives me a tentative side and then he chuckles back and waves me back to my desk. Go back to your chair, with glass Andy. Tomorrow I'll be starting you all on something simple, like painting a cube or a ball. His eye twinkles at me. Yeah, model dodgeball painting. I groan, rolling my eyes, and I walk away as he lowers his eye mask back down. I can't help but smirk. Man, Coach Solly is cool, but Attica might be my favorite teacher. Sorry, Monkey Man. I fall back into my seat and it's business as usual as Olivia goes back to leering at me with 5 minutes on the clock left. I look at her and penis an eyebrow, and she penises hers. What, we're having a contest now? Bye-bye, Como. Try to survive. Remember that you can set enemies on fire to provide a heat source. The corpses count. After a few minutes, I snort. She narrows her eyes at me and I lean my head against my fist and grin. Oh, how about you just paint the picture? It lasts longer. She recoils slightly, her face going ever so crimson as the bell rings. She quickly spins and wheels herself out in embarrassment. Damn, she's there for that thing. I get up and go my own merry way. How the hell are we halfway through this? Jesus! Well, things are getting a little less dense. Frickin' lunchroom. I went through the chaos, throwing an elbow in someone's gut and stomping on at least 3 people's feet as I cut a swath through the crowd to Damien and the company's table. What the fuck is that long-ass thing? Oh, it's Liz, I think. Both Damien and Olivia already present as well. The former chowing down on a grody-looking sandwich with 8 different meats on it. With a final grunt, I slam an elbow across some dude's chest and exit the crowd, literally jumping into my fucking seat at the table. Fucking wrap the Jesus Christ on his cross on the rock. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. Damien Joe. I don't know, bro. You look like you got a grip on it pretty good. Hey, you met Liz yet? He He gestures to Liz, who's like 95% neck, chewing on the vines from the ceiling. I nod. Yeah, we met. Yo, Liz. Shapes into Talcona candies? She lifts her hand and waves at me, which is an intensely strange sight. Her voice bright as day, though, even with her head being all the way up there. Oh, hi, Day. I didn't know you were there until I heard you. I peer at the lunch line. Jeez, did someone get burned with a steel chair? No, fuck that. I ain't going near that fucking lunch line rigmarole. You got any vending machine? You got any vending machine orders? You better put them in now, because I'm not going back out. Damien pogs and requests a Dr. Taro. Liz asks for a can of Snoot Kissed. Peer at Olivia, and she peers back silently. I shrug. Okay, I guess Olivia doesn't want anything. Okay, fine. Pachitos and the Dr. Taro, too. Come Dr. Pepper Coke. I click my tongue at her. And a girl. She grumbles quietly as they head outside to get everyone's garbage together. Not like I care, it's my dad's fucking money. I return to the table and toss everyone their filthy lucre. Slumping back down to open my own bag of potato garbage. Liz's voice echoes from up top as she hears the can rattle across the table. Thanks, Dee, if you don't mind. Damien, if you don't mind. Already on it! He snatches up the Snoot Kissed, cracking it open as Liz lowers her head. She's wearing one of those fucking stupid soda hats. You know what? I won't even laugh. Fair game, Brachio girl. Fair game. Damien swaps it out like his life depends on it. Liz smiles. Thank you. He bashfully rubs the back of his head. No problemo. I'm going on a Tarkov raid. Make your request, because I'm not going back to the labs. What a dense chapter, though. What? A penis and eyebrows, Liz's head makes its way up to the vines. Damien turns to me. Hey, Deester, how's your day been so far? I shrug. I mean, it's been acceptable, I guess. I peer at Damien, slowly grinning. So how's the arm, big guy? He laughs, rotating it around. Still, sir, man, you really did a number on me. Liz's head pokes down curiously, mouthful of leaves. Olivia cuts her eyes at me suspiciously. Ew, it's like that. Liz speaks somehow perfectly clear despite the leaves on her gob. She probably has multiple vocal cords in her chest. Because, you know, her face is just like a pipe. What happened? I look up. Listen, Coach Sully had us wrestle at PE today, and I gave Damien a little, demonstration. You know, in case in the future we gotta do ourselves a little bit of that, you know, I gotta collect some debts. He knows exactly how I'm gonna hit his knees. She looks shocked, swallowing her leaves. You actually beat Damien? Wow. Did you go easy on him or something? No, Deeser's just badass. I wave him. Oh, it was nothing, big guy. Say, Liz, thanks again for helping me pull his mission. Oh, sure thing. Damien looks at me. Yeah, you can always count on Liz to help you out. She giggles. Flattery will get you nowhere, Damien. Aren't you two like dating? You better fucking get somewhere. He looks up at her, smiling, and then turns back to me. Just saying the honest truth. Hey, let's enter the contest too, right? Everyone must be trying to win the cash prize. Liz hums. Liz hums. Well, the money is okay. Come back down with another mouthful of leaves, dipping them into a tray full of sauces as she continues speaking perfectly despite having that mouthful. How the fuck is she doing it? Because she doesn't need her mouth to speak. It's all in the throat. The real prize is having your submission featured on the Sponsors Magazine cover and in a featured article. I don't know, front page article, you know, something like that. Do you have any idea how great that looks on a resume? Heck, I could probably get a scholarship with that alone. I lean back, trying to picture one of my tags in a magazine. Damn. I look up at her, though. You really do got it all planned out. What'd you submit? She gulps down her salad and grins. My best digital art piece. Oh, what is it? She brings out a phone, swiping around and flipping it around. Here. Some kind of fancy house. Looks good, though. Classy and old-timey shit. Damien Boggs, as always, pointing at the screen. Yo, that's so cool. It looks so realistic. Well, art's not really about realism most of the time. It's about emotions, vibes, personal interpretation, movements, appeasing the jury. Liz bobs her head up and down gently. Thanks. It took me about a week to really blend some of the more fanciful elements into each other. It's based off my grandfather's home from the old country. Damien nods like he pretends he understands. Oh, that's amazing. You can't even tell that this whole thing's digital art at all. He grabs her phone and turns to Olivia. Yo, Olivia! She jumps at her name, scowling just a little bit. Man, she was hella zonked. What? I'm not giving these chips back. They're mine. Everyone's face dropped a little. Damien's especially. I was just trying to show you this is a century. She narrows her eyes and peers at it. She looks up and only offers a nod, then returns to her chips. Damien looks a little more crestfallen for the moment, then bounces back to his usual goofy grin as he hands Liz's phone back. I decide it's a good time to jump in. I didn't realize you were starting to make an art yourself after the all art dealer spiel you gave me yesterday. Still looks good though, don't get me wrong. Just doing this as a little side hobby thing. She nods. Yeah, something like that. Thank you either way. The whole art dealer thing is why I decided to come to this school, actually. There's always a bunch of elite graduates. And just becoming an alumni here is a fantastic way to make connections. I nod slowly, I sort of get it, especially after what you told me yesterday. And you're a treasurer too, huh? You're really prepping for the business thing. Mm-hmm. I'm doing everything I can to prepare myself for the real deal. But I do love painting, though. It's just not a means to an end for me. Maybe that's why I want to get into trading, so I can get the right people what they really need. Sure, man. I guess I should start thinking about what I want to do. It ain't easy. For some reason, my mind drifts towards Olivia. And she seems to know what she's thinking right now. Is she even checked into the conversation? Damien's just bouncing his head up and down like a fucking goofball. I can't even tell if he's listening to a song in his head or agreeing with Liz. A soft sigh beside me catches my attention. Glancing over, Olivia is staring down at her chips in rumination. Guess I ain't the only one worrying where I'm gonna end up. Shouldn't sweat it though. We still got the whole year. What about you, big man? He shrugs, grinning. I don't really have a goal set. Only reason I'm here is because this school's closest to our home. Liz looks at him, naturally unimpressed. Damien, I keep telling you about planning ahead. He stares up at her, his grin not even faltering. I know. I just like to keep my options open. What are you even doing here then? Just ghosting? Sure, I guess. I just picked out classes that seemed interesting to me. Home ec is fun though. I get to make food in class and eat it too. Liz peers down at him. Liz, you gotta invest in Hawk Tua coin. It's not a rug pull in this universe, I swear, he says, immediately putting up an incredibly high sale offer on his phone. You'll make a perfect husband with skills like that. Yeah! Wait, what? Liz realizes what the fuck she just said and cocks her head and penises that head back up. Blushing crimson as she slowly raises her head up to the rounds. That's a pleonasm! I can't help but the snort that escapes me, which promptly turns into an actual laugh. Bourgeoisie love. Ain't that fucking precious. Liz's exasperated voice cuts the air while I continue laughing. Damien looking at me like he has no idea what's going on. D, come on! I wipe away an ear tear. My laugh settling down in the chuckles. Alright, I'm done. Liz offs. To get back to my point, the art contest. If I win and get that interview, it'll be a humongous... Among Us! Advantage. A grunt. Hey, Olivia, you put anything in for the contest? She glances at me, eyes widening just a little. No. Oh, really? Crap, I might have a chance then. Liz jolts back down, the soda head flying off into who knows where. Really? Oh, crap, I might have a chance then. Damien sighed as a friend. Liz, that sounds a certain way. If Liz is to point that out to you, you know how much you fucked up. Guilty look crosses her face. Oh, I didn't mean it like that, I swear. She tries to massage Olivia with a smile, but the green mayonnaise just rolls her eyes and continues yummying down at chips. I lean back, my eyes still focused on it. When we had our chatting class, Miss Theotica mentioned your baiting skills, and the little portrait sketch you made for me was kick-ass, so, she freezes as Damien shoots forward. She what? She turns to me, glare and daggers. Well, how many times am I gonna fuck up with this chick? I haven't even seen her real work, only a fucking sketch. Can you blame me for being a little bit curious? She closes her eyes, breathing deeply. She takes a new look special once again. I just can't. What's that even mean? She shrugs. Besides, even if I could, they're gonna be looking for the best artists here. So you gotta show that to them with how good your art is. I don't want them to look at me and feel like they have to give me a reward out of pity. Damien was mid. There's like a legitimate reason she can't join the contest, and I get the feeling that like in the demo the idea was a little bit more that she was just insecure about her art. Because later they're straight up, no, she can't enter to begin with, which feels like something that Damien and Liz should know. Since, you know, Liz is like practically hosting the contest with how close she is to student council. Damien will zip might of a nasty ass looking sandwich when she said this, and he freezes. His gaze flickering between the two of us. Jesus, Damien, don't tie the hamster in the head too much, pal. I just want to be judged for my art and not, She looks down at the table, seemingly taking it all in. Taking in all its details as she tries to think of the words. It will be undeserved. How? Yeah, how? Damien jolted forwards, nearly getting in her face. Damien? Shh. Liz pulled him back gently by the neck with a neck. I leaned forward, furrowing my brow. Is that happened? Do people actually do that shit? She looks at me for a brief moment and glances off into space. You weren't there for it. Some losers tried to tell me to take advantage of it. What the fuck? I can't help but sneer. Well, fuck him. She looks at me, genuinely shocked that I would say something like that. I penis my eyebrow at her. What? I think we're just gonna do this. How many times? 9 times. It feels like so much more. We're gonna get one more. Ugh. Oh. 20. 20 times. Well then. What? I know what it feels like to get thrown a fucking pity party. Not every goddamn second of it. You don't gotta explain yourself to me. She leans back, brushing her hair aside. There's a new look on her face, one I can't quite place. She twiddled her thumbs, glancing anywhere except towards me. Yeah, I don't want to get awards and praises I haven't earned. I'm seriously not that good. I really wouldn't even win. You already won once, Bingus. But I guess she felt like she didn't actually win, so hey. She sighs, picking a drink up and taking a hearty sip. Can I see some of your work? No. Why not? I get that a lot of people are like super talented or some shit. Way better than hell to be at it. But they're just in school. Fucked up to think about. Like that landscape of the city near the principal's office. Damien cocks fucking penises. Gay porn. Gay porn. Landscape? Yeah. The one with the city? A freshman make that shit, and that shit was fucking gorgeous. And that's me saying that. Olivia looks at me contemplatively before glancing away shyly. I made that. What, seriously? Your name's on it, isn't it? Rack my brain back to the placard under it. Oh, Halford. Shit, fuck, I'm such an idiot. Is it really that much of a shocker to you? I turn towards her, gesticulate. Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. That's just the best painting I've ever seen in my life. Fuck all those old Renaissance painters or whatever the fuck. I mean, it's whatever. Painted with the help of a guide, so it's not like I'm the one who did all that. Oh, yeah, whatever. And fuck his name couldn't have painted the Mona Lisa without that bitch shitting in front of him. So what? You can't enter because you already won once? I like... So, the reason nobody else brought this up is so we could have this moment. That's so stupid. It's stupid. I hate it. Pissing all by yourself. Handsome. taps her claws along the table. Yeah, basically. She looks away from his return to her chips. Damn, I thought I was shy myself. This chick's her own worst enemy. Liz's telescopes back down to my peripheral vision as she's sporting quite a shocked look. What? She bit her tongue or something? Others noticed too. Damien penises his eyebrow directly at her. Damien, you can't do that. We're in school. Listen, if we're gonna cock eyebrows all over the place, we might as well do it the passionate way. Liz? What's with the look? The long neck. Oh, just surprised to see you in better spirits. So it's better spirits? Seems like she's retreating again. You're making it weird. Don't make it weird. Damien, apparently taking it as an invitation to make it weird, spins around and leans a little too closely to Olivia. Yeah, it's been ages, Olivia. To think a Randy like Deester. You have a dad called Randy. You would avoid that word. Here, got you to open up like this in just 2 days. What do you mean? Olivia freezes, looking like a deer in the headlights as Damien's mindless ass babble puts her in the spotlight. Without a word, she furrows her brow, and everyone's eyebrows are just constantly doing shit. That's all they're good for. Squealing away. Damien, only just realizing he fucked up, attempts to call out, Olivia, wait! It's too late, she's gone. Liz and I peer at Damien as we appropriately should. She smacks her lip. Well, she did give a warning. Good going, you big fucking gooball. Damien sighs, running her hair through his hair sadly. Oh, crap. I was excited she was making good progress. We spent the rest of the class attempting to talk about Liz's progress, but Damien looked big and bummed out. He kept looking around the cafeteria oddly, thinking Olivia might still be hanging around somewhere, so we could try to coax him back in. Man, that ship has sailed. Still, she definitely seemed more open, like she wants to talk, but why ain't she? The bell rips me out of my thoughts before I can contemplate it further. Question for another time. Liz and Damien wave goodbye, leaving me to clean up the fucking mess. Gee whiz, thanks, guys. So weird that like Ben gets one theme and it's so sad. Can we finally use Damien's theme and it doesn't sound stupid? Photography class isn't interesting. Since Ben's my partner, Yadakan gives him the go-ahead to show me around campus. Aside from showing me the prime photo shots, I get to see the school. A lot of the school I haven't been to. Music hall and the pool stand out of my mind. Wouldn't mind going swimming once or twice. We end up in the courtyard. Ben pointing out some of the outermost views around the school. No wonder, they're pretty good looking. Starts yapping about the perfect frame or some shit. No, that's if you're trying to capture ghosts in the camera obscura. You bingus. And my mind ends up wandering to Olivia. Again, Damien's word echo in my head. What'd you do, man? Like, I don't fucking know. Speak to her like I'm a normal goddamn person? It's the high-pitched version of Burning Memory. D? Like, you fucking heard her, Damien. She doesn't want to be treated very differently. Yet here you are, trying to force everyone to be chummy with her. I guess it worked out this time. I guess. I'm still not sure. D! Ben's voice snapped. What? I was asking if you were free on the weekend so we could take the pictures. Yeah, I can swing by Saturday. Excellent, we can meet up back here. I grunt in the affirmative as we go back to class. I wonder if I can do something in history class. Okay, I'm gonna die. How long is this? Ugh, it's enough. It's enough for another part. Like I said, this is so dense. I need a little break. To reset my brain, I'm gonna go insane. Ooh. Oh. Very interesting, Mr. Jones. What a weird way you're doing this. What a relaxing... It is a chill song after all. I think I'm gonna just go to the bathroom and take a proper break, actually. Man, that is so chill, though. Man. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go and just chill and empty my head and think about those beans, as they say. Thinking about those beans. Don Flamenco. That wasn't my goal. I was trying to give him something harsh in Japanese. I don't know, it's just the vibe I got from the first time I saw him. That's just it. Man, this song's so mellow. It makes me mellow yellow. Give me that fat hot dog. Give me that fat hot dog. I want that hot dog. Big and juicy. Man, what did happen to that guy? No. Oh, damn. Oh! What the hell? Okay, well, enough delaying. I gotta finish this chapter at some point. I'm gonna die. For some reason, I start getting. For some unknown reason, I start getting the Nick cravings in history. And it just amplifies the monotony by 1,000-fold. Procling is rattling on about some fucking hegemony and crimes against Dino and humankind or something. I don't fucking care, this sucks! A yawn forces its way out of me and I start bouncing my leg up and down. Olivia seems to have returned to a default state, which is one of doom and gloom. Whatever she's not still mad about what happened at lunch, or she still doesn't know I'm in this class, I don't know. If it's the latter, it'd be hilarious as fuck when she does realize. Well, assuming she doesn't bite my throat out, that is. Everyone else in this class looks about as catatonic at me. So I don't know. So I know I'm not alone. I've been writing notes on autopilot, just picking out key buzzwords from the Procling's lecture. Gotta keep my grades up. So one thing to fuck my last shot up if I snap and beat the shit out of someone. I think I might actually kill myself if I fuck up by letting my grades slack. Nobody feels like risking the note game today, apparently. I don't blame them, even though I Procling can radio in a monkey man airstrike. God. This is gonna be one of those periods for the rest of the year, I guess. That's high school history class for you. Procling isn't even talking to class anymore looking for fuck-ups. She's just standing at the board and lecturing us because she knows she's got us by the balls. I'm miserable. A flicker of movement in my peripheral vision catches my attention. It's Olivia. What you doing? She folds a piece of notepaper up and licking her finger wet in the crease so she can cleanly and quietly tear it apart. Oh shit, she's going for it? No game? Oh, please God. I need to distract myself or I may die. No, wonder why she's going for it. Maybe she feels guilty about getting caught yesterday. She passes it to her left, and the guy next to her seems hesitant but takes it anyway. He doesn't write anything though, just passes it on. This goes on for a good while. And not a single person has the nuts to open it or draw something. You gotta draw something, Rudy! Fucking cowards, the lot of you. I track it as it makes its way towards me, and soon I feel a tap on my shoulder. Procling's distracted, so I just reach back and casually palm it as it's handed to me. I set it down in front of me and unfold it. There's only one thing on it. A rat with a surprisingly realistic-looking hand giving a thumbs up. Plenty of space on this board. Hey, Brooklyn's still squawking about ancient tribes or some shit. Why is she teaching you about, like, a war that happened decades ago, and then, oh, by the way, let's talk about 1,000 years ago? It's like, Jesus, man. No wonder you're losing the class if you're condensing your syllabus like that. You got that dog in him. I got a perfect idea. I set the paper on top of my notebook and try to blend it with my notes page as best as I can and get to work. I draw Olivia dressed as a stereotypical graffiti artist. Bandana and puffy jacket included. And then she's making a spray painting of a stylized big rat. Thug the fuck up. As stylized as I can make it with the pencil anyway. I check my magnum opus over. I'm not a super amazing traditional artist, so Olivia doesn't look quite accurate. But the wheelchair would at least make it obvious it's her. The red on the other end, immaculate. I pass the note to Olivia's Proclaim, gestures something at the board, and she takes it. Her tail wags again only for the briefest moment. Yeah, that blank space must have hurt to look at. I figure she's at least happy with what I did. She just passed it again. It's making a round trip with a heady undertone of irritation. Yeah, that's not gonna fly again. Why would you do that, man? Nobody else is gonna man the fuck up and draw something now, cowards. She must be really bored. The note finds its way back to me regardless. Upon checking it, I find that she's drawn a gaggle of little rats around her. Similarly, thugged the fuck out. The Rat Mafia. God damn, fuck it, I gotta add myself to this. I put myself on the opposite side of the tag, squatting like a real OG, and throwing gang size up, add a little extra detail to the sky. It's my defining feature after all. I double, triple, quadruple check that Procling isn't paying attention, and we're good. She pinches the note out of my grasp and brings it forward. She scans it briefly, and her eyes turns over to her rap masterpiece and Dario's weak. Can't even stop smoking in class. I've been smoking 14. I could do it in class with like 14 other students. What the fuck? Was that a gunshot? The silence hangs in the room before Procling turns, eyeballing Olivia. Mrs. Halford. She shrinks away into a chair like she's about to melt away. Sorry, Mrs. Procling. I think I saw a spider. To her credit, Procling just shakes her head and sighs, turning back to the board and continuing her onslaught against fun and joy. Olivia's head slowly turns and she makes eye contact with me. Equal parts contempt and curiosity flame in her eyes. Guess that loud ass fucking noise was a tale, judging by the way she's massaging it and the goddamn chip in the linoleum floor. She waits for her prime Procling is not looking moment and scribbles something down. She glances back hesitating and then flicks the note to me. It goes careening off onto my desk, threatening to slide away. My only course of action is to slam my foot down on it. Thanks to my big-ass clod-hopping boots, it makes a really loud racket. Brooklyn whips her head around, staring at me. Mr. Fault, what was that noise? I give her the poker face. It's a spidey, stomped its light out. Please clean that up before the class is over, Mr. Fault. Oh, sure thing, teach. She stares at me briefly and then turns to her desk. Turning over a few pages and instructing everyone else to do the same. There she goes off looking for something in a drawer. Dive to see the goods. I casually slip my hand under the desk and grab the note. She's drawn a couple more thug rats around, except they got little glugs pulled on me. Damn! Looks like I stripped into the wrong hood. It's hilarious, though. I can't be mad. In response, I draw a nasty-looking cat in a suit aiming a Tommy gun at the little hood rats. I look over back at Olivia Ponton and out of return her when I see a hood hanging open behind her back. We hoopin'? 'Cause I'm hoopin'. With a practice flick, it goes sailing in like butter. The paper scratches the back of her neck and she picks at it, glancing back at me suspiciously. She tries to mouth something to me, but I can't even read normal lips, let alone a dino's. She unfolds it, doodles another thing on it, passes it back. More rats, man. She really likes rats, huh? We pass them back and forth for the rest of class, creating a small little animal ghetto until Proclin gives Olivia the go-ahead to leave at the 5-minute mark. I hate Chicago. Can't get around these goddamn mafia cats. She starts backing her thing, shooting glances my way. She's not wigging out anymore. She's been replaced with confusion, like I wouldn't spare myself the fucking nightmare of this class and ignore the doodle game. She starts wheeling her way out of class, giving me one final glance at the threshold of the door. I shoot her a smirk and a two-finger salute, and I was wondering when I was going to do that again. Finally turning around and passing through the door. Oh, yeah, right, homework. I stare down at the sheet dully. Oh, fuck, I have no idea what any of this means. Serves me right for slacking off, I guess. I contemplate trying to speed read the chapter, but now that Olivia's gone and distracted me, the Nick cravings are creeping up on my spine like a fucking ghoul. Fuck it, I'll just Google the answers later when I get home. The bell finally rings, and I realize I still got a rat hole masterpiece on my desk. Not a chance I'm throwing this out. The rat hole's coming with me. I slip it into my satchel and get the fuck out of Dodge. God, school gets rowdy when the day's over. It's already bad enough when trying to get around in between classes, but by the end everyone's trying to murder each other to get out of the front door. Patience is a smart man's virtue, so I like to hang around on the side while I wait for some of the congestion to die down. Soon enough, I'm headed to the stairwell to go downstairs and make my way home so I can get a damn smoking. Art displays here too. It's bad not being the art wing. Guess the space is at a premium. Something stiff arms me and I jerk back. Oh, it's Olivia. She's staring at me without any of the usual suspicion. She opens a jar to speak, but nothing comes out. I penis an eyebrow directly at her, looking down at her arm still extended in front of my chest. She lowers it awkwardly and apparently can't decide whether it's going in a hoodie or pocket or armrest. What, she still wants to draw on? I start digging around in my satchel. Yeah, I still got that. She cuts me off and looks at me. You could have told me. What? That you were in Mrs. Prockling's class too. You could have mentioned that. Yeah, I sure could have, but don't you think all this was? But don't you think it was all theatrical and shit when you realized it was me doing all that? She hums, of course, brushing her hair aside. Well, whatever. Later, I guess. She turns to leave, but a question slips out of my throat, stopping her. Why'd you stop me? I don't really get you. Why do you care? Rest, notorious rat and rat. Fucking shit, late. I don't even know what to answer that. Or do I? Fuck it. I guess it's because I want to be friends, obviously. Why me, though? Why not? Her eyes widen briefly, reminiscent of the times in the Otacon's class where she looked so much more alive. A smirk tugs at the edge of my mouth as the Otacon's words ring in my head. Sometimes it is the little things indeed. I continue speaking. I think the Otacon was right, you know. She hums in disagreement, turning away. What, too bold? I move back down to my satchel. I still got the note. What, with the doodles? From history? Right. I look back up as I pull it out. Well, this is good shit, man. That's why. I have fun filling it out. You want it? She shakes her head, turning to face me fully. Just doodles. You can throw it at... Keep it if it's so important. Did she just smile? It was tiny. But now she's just staring at her. Oh, an elevator. I didn't realize this place had any elevators. Never seen anyone use them around this joint. She wheels over to it, pulling out a key and flashing at me. Yeah, accommodations. They're always cleared up a good bit now. Elevator arrives and she rolls in, jams the key and pushes the button to go down. She rolls back and I turn to leave, but she stops me. Then back around. She's looking at me a little bit expectantly. You coming? Shit. Really? I slide in as the door's closed. God damn, this thing's old. And infectious. Think it was older than my dad. Glance at her. This is some health hazard bullshit. She shrugs, smiling. What's the worst that could happen? Our legs break? Wouldn't be the first time. Her smirk fades into surprise, and I'm the one smirking. Ka-chunk. You know that feeling when you step down a steep hill in a car, and it feels like your nuts fly up into your stomach? Yeah, that's what happened to me. Jeez, this thing sounds like it's gonna fall any minute. How long does this go on for? Jesus, goddamn, I'm starting to get the Nick shakes. Glance at Olivia. Hopefully she thinks I'm just being a pussy about the elevator. People always get testy when they find out I'll smoke. Thankfully, that seems to be the case, given her amusement. Relax, dude, it's normal. Yeah, normal. Yeah, just like I'm normal? She snickers as the elevator reaches the bottom and I stagger out. Olivia casually rolls out from behind, looking at me smugly. You win this time, Gator girl. We step out into the hallway and she looks at me with a smile that slowly fades into neutrality. Oh, well, anyway. See you later. I give her the old two-fingered salute. Later on. She rounds the corner and I'm by myself. Fuck. Now I gotta smoke or else I'm gonna freak out. I speed walk out of class and start taking my route back to the metro. Wait until I'm far enough away to pull out my pack. One light later and freshly cooled down. I'll make sure to finish it before I get onto the metro proper. Slip into my usual seating and fold the leg over my knee and look out the window thinking. I'm getting somewhere with Olivia, but I ain't done yet. It's what's going on the way. Guess we're both trying to have to figure this shit out. Pretty funny though, watching her get flustered by me acting friendly. I think, I got a feeling about this. I don't know what Liz and Ben were tweaking about. I got some shit to brag about, I guess. Mr. Arakan's voice slips into my thoughts as I absent-mindedly watch the vistas go by. There's something burning in him that needs to be harnessed. I expect great things from him. Oh God, at least someone does. Ba-da-bop-ba-da-ba-da-bop. Incredible. Shout out to the comment that says D's just an unhinged Jimmy Hopkins. The wrestling scene was for you. Not much here. Next chapter is a fight scene, but it's a bit longer, and I'm you know, this was just like for fun. Oh God, he's going to a fighting arena, that's what. Oh man, yeah, we're getting another fight chapter. We're establishing a little bit more about him, cool. And after that, we got figuring it out. I really forgot that like the demo is 1 fucking week, and it's so dense. Really didn't pick up on what made Snoot Game's time flow work a bit better. Well, recording should probably end here. Next time we'll do Chapter 5 and Chapter 6, although Chapter 6 looks to be a big one. I mentioned before that it really feels like the word count is a bit more reasonable, but that's probably because the intermediate chapters are way shorter than the rest. It starts doing its own thing after the barbecue. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it is like 1 week, so... I like how the not-so-bloody knuckle interlude 3 is literally the day after the... Well, we'll get there. I appreciate that the additional tags include ableist language. Human on female anthro furry. No, they're scalies! This is a scaly household! Don't forget, we got the stream tomorrow at the usual time, aka 30 minutes ago, but in 24 hours. Weird. That went so fast. Normally these chapters take so long. I don't know what to do with it. My brain is just like deadlocked. It's incapable of figuring things out. But I'm curious to see what it starts doing when it has its own space to work with. Which I guess is going to be chapter 7 or 8. Yeah, chapter 8 is literally a full month. It's also really short. Huh. Yeah, it's looking a bit weird. But I'm okay with that. What a nice, calm song. See you guys tomorrow.